Email, Josh. Many students do not do well with email. Don't check email, don't mess with email. And a lot of adults, and I know for a fact a lot of adults, are not very careful about handling their email accounts and what they click on, right?
Yeah, when it comes to a student or a teacher or anyone getting an email and you just instantly click on it, oh, you need to change a couple information about your account, and you just go ahead and click on it, you could just setting yourself up for a horrible time with malware or getting your identity stolen.
That's right. We have to be, in today's age, we have to be more vigilant and more careful than ever when it comes through sifting through emails. And me personally, if it's not someone I absolutely know who it's coming from, I typically send it straight to trash or into the spam folder, especially when it comes from companies, anything like that. I don't go into any of those emails. It has to be something very specific that I understand where it's coming from. We actually built a fake email.
Took it to the hallways to see what people thought of it and see if they could catch some of the issues that we actually embedded in the email. Check it out. Does anything strike you as incorrect about this email if it came across your email account?
Because it means somebody's trying to get in your account if you don't know your ID stuff.
Eagle Vision producer, who has not seen anything related to this story, so she does not know exactly what's going on.
Well, bank is misspelled, which is the first.
Yes, and most people don't even notice that.
Yeah, well, I'm very paranoid about if my bank emails me. I immediately start breathing heavy and get nervous because I do a lot of online shopping. So I'm always terrified that my identity is being stolen.
Let's see. Recent suspicious activity on your online account.
Well, first of all, from a bank, I'm not going to respond to it because if they want to get in touch with me, they will send me a letter and ask me to go into the bank.
Very nice.
Okay. It is just to a dear customer. They would have addressed it directly to me and not just a broad or general letter.
No, I don't see anything. I mean, I guess.
No. So you probably would respond if you thought the bank was telling you needed to change your information.
I would definitely look into it, yeah.
It does not have a bank person's name on it. It just says the name of the bank, so they would have put a greeting or a whatever that's called, English teacher, sorry, salutation maybe at the end with their name on it.
Don't they call you?
Okay.
Or send you mail?
Regular mail in the
mailbox.
Right, the postal service mail.
And I always have to reset my passwords like every so often because I forget them and that's not what they send me.
Okay. So you would be very leery of that email if you got it.
I probably wouldn't do anything. I'd probably be like, oh, well.
Delete it.
The grammar is incorrect and we have lowercase letter beginning a sentence in different spacing.
Ms. Lamb is touching on almost all of the points. She has missed one, though.
It asked me to update my profile and it's not going to ask me to do that in an email.
Okay, so clearly we had several people, Ms. Lamb, pass the test with flying colors. We had other people who didn't do as well with our test on camera. I do want to say that we took this report from Rawson Reports and NBC, so if you want to go to Today's Show, today.com, and check out the full report that NBC released, then we would certainly encourage you to do so. But here's a few tips that are basically aligned with what we showed on the email that people out in the hall saw. Number one, the email address is misspelled. If you see that the email address is misspelled, that is going to be your first red flag. So notice in the email right now that we have on the screen, Bank of America was actually misspelled. Number two, bad formatting in the email. Also notice in our email that we had big gaps and spaces between sentences. If you see something like that in an email,
do not click on it.
Don't click on it. Red flag, okay? Links or attachments asking to update personal information. This one should just be an understood. However, there are people, especially in the generation above mine, you got to be very vigilant and very careful about what you're clicking on, what you're updating, and you've got to be aware if you see links or attachments or things to download in emails, don't do it.
Because they can just, honestly, they could hide the link in anything you touch on the screen can instantly just install all your private information out there to them.
Beware of the deals. Any retailer who's going to send you information, they're typically going to give you your account number within the email. Again, like I told you earlier, I just avoid all emails from retailers. That's just going to be a red flag. And then finally, Ms. Lamb caught this one right off, grammatical errors. If you see grammatical errors in the email, the Bank of America
Will not have,
executive is not going to send out an email with grammatical errors. They're going to check to make sure that the email was properly formatted. So there are some tips for you when you're going through emails. Be very, very careful. We live in a world with a lot of people who are trying to get your information. So these are several tips that you can use to protect yourself.
Trust me, the deal's too good to be true, so don't click on it.